What's going on, everybody? Mike here. Welcome back to Tahoes and Turbos. Today, I'm going to try something I've never ever done before, and that is headlight restoration. As you can see on the Denali, we've got some jackass, whoever did the repair to this thing, spray painted all over the fucking place, right? Even like, what the fuck is this? Like, why would you spray paint this? What's the point of this? Right? Like, what the hell? You're kind of stupid. So we're going to start by cleaning up the headlight. And if we can get that off the headlight, I might see if I can get it to come off of here. Some of that paint, right? With some of the stuff we've got. Also noticed, they ran self-tappers in the front here to hold on both sides. So eventually we're going to be taking this bumper off probably soon and seeing if we can't get it to actually fit. See what's all broken inside here, if anything, and see what we can do to get these fucking things actually working better. Some of the stuff we've got today to work to try to get this off. I got tape and stuff like that to try to go around, because if we can get this one good, we'll do the other side too quick. I got this guy here, the mother's, new lens, whatever. We'll see if we can restore the headlight. So we should be able to. I got Windex to start with, WD-40, wax and grease remover, rubbing alcohol, Goo Gone, just stuff that you see online. Like if you were to Google how to get spray paint off of a headlight, it tells you all that kind of shit, right? So I also got face mask for when we're using that guy there, because whether you're using power tools or eating pussy, better to have your face shield. Well, if you're me, anyways. If you know, you know. Anyways, paper towel, microfiber, rubber gloves, all that kind of jazz. So let's begin with just some WD-4 or Windex, and we'll start. I guess we'll go down the line. We'll start with wax and grease remover and keep going. So Goo Gone and WD and rubbing alcohol and stuff. So see you guys in a minute. Alright, this did a super quick, cheap fucking tape job. I really, honestly, I am not worried about hitting any of the paint, considering like the dings and the dents and the scratches, right? Really not. This thing needs a paint correction anyways, so. But, alright, let's begin by cleaning it up and seeing how it goes. I'm curious to see how this turns out. I really am. So, but we got some good deep scratches and stuff like that. So I think we are going to have to use the that guy there. Either way, it'll be a fun learning experience because, like I said, I've never done this before. So we'll do one, see how it goes, and then either today or tomorrow for me, I'll do the other one. And then you guys will see this video when I decide to post it. So also for members only, I upload videos like ahead of time. So if you want early access to this stuff, that's what you do. Just join the cheapest one and you're good to go. So anyways, let's get to cleaning it and see what happens. Well, folks, a little bit of elbow grease. You can see it's all kind of shitty here still, but it's good here. There was something in the lens. Like, aside from the paint that dripped down, it was almost like some glue or something that was on here. So cleaning it off, it just smeared it everywhere and made it just gross. Like it's up here and up here. So there's a lot of cleaning, a lot of trying to get that shit off. And then we'll see where we go. But I got the paint off and it looks way better. Used the wax and grease remover, which I'm pretty sure is acetone. Pretty much a straight fucking acetone, which I should not be using on this. Leaves no residue. Well, it just sure did. So we'll get back to doing what we're doing here, and we'll see how it looks before we break out the big guns and start sanding it down. So, but it's looking way better than it did. Well, literally tried everything here, and as you can see, we still got some some kind of deep scratches and stuff, right? Some swirls, some schmutz, all that kind of jazz. So what we're gonna do, I guess, is grab the drill. We're gonna break out the big guy here. So give me a minute. I'm going to run in the house, grab an extension cord, and we'll get the instructions out, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Alright folks, got the trusty face shield on. You know what that means. It is time to break out the big guns. As you saw in the last clip, it looks a lot better than it did. Like, yeah, I could just leave it like that and roll with it, and you wouldn't even notice. Except for you wouldn't notice that big black glob of shit no more, right? Way better. That's really what I was after. But there's all that residue, right? From whatever glues and shit that were on there. So we got this guy here. So let's open it up. Oh, first of all, let's take a look at the outside here. So the mother's new lens headlight renewal kit cleans tough damage from oxidization, yellowing, and scratches. Well, we've got some pretty good scratches and stuff in there, and oxidization. So we should be able to bring her back. Let's see, zoom in. It's got all this stuff, Powerball, all that kind of jazz. See side panel for complete contents. Okay, and over here, mother's new lens headlight system in French too, but I don't speak French. I understand it, but I don't speak it. It's weird. Kit includes all that kind of, you know, the polishing tool that you can actually wash, which is pretty cool. The soft backing plate, the polish, the severe disc restoration kit, which is probably what we're going to be using, and an offer on that expel shit. Here's how you do it, apparently. Oh, a difference you can see. Yada yada yada. Yeah, especially if somebody puts paint on your lenses, right? But you have to admit, that looks way better than it did. Already, just way better. So, and then we got the French. Oh no, that's not French, it's English. Restores, maintains, and protects. Which I don't know why that's... There's no French, okay. Important directions. Run drill clockwise. The surface must be clean and dry. Okay, I have to check my drill, make sure it's clockwise. Yeah, put that on there for that, and then polish and shine. We're going to do things a little bit differently. Okay? We're going to do things a little different. And I'll show you guys what that is here shortly. And here's the French version. So, inside the box. Yeah, my drill's not variable speed, so it's going to be kind of interesting. Let's open it up here and see what's all inside. We've got instructions, the Powerball, the goop, it looks like it's leaking. The rest, what is this? The severe damage kit. And then the polishing one, and then the thing. So we got all we need in there, which is awesome. Let's, sorry folks, while I do this one-handed, let's check out these instructions. Okay. Have you determined if your headlights are in need of these additional steps? Yeah. Yeah. And it tells you how to do it. Start with a clean surface, mask off area, avoid sharp edges, frequent wipe the lens, and then, you know, wet sanding. So, which is awesome. Yeah, variable speed drill I don't have. Microspottle, and I have a microfiber and my blue shop rags, so I'm good there. Okay, first step, we'll set it up and just start going, I guess, with 800 grit, and then we'll go from there all the way down to 3000, and then the polish at the end. So it's starting to get windy, yay! So I will begin. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of nervous. I hope I don't burn my headlights, but if I do, I'll just have to get a new one before next week, because next week I have something very, very big coming. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can get this done. All right, folks, we're going to start with step one here. We've got the 800 grit centered on the pad with my drill. That's what it says here. Center the attached 800 grit backing plate. Spray liberal amounts of water on surface. Hold drill flat and sanding. Running at 400 to 600. So I'm going to go about, I don't know, quarter throttle. And we'll see what happens. Using light moderate pressure. Sanding back and forth. Overlapping motion. Steady pace. Adding water as necessary. Wipe. Lens towel. Inspect. Wet. Okay. So what's what we got to do. Headlight lens is yellowed. Residue will be keep going until it turns white. Okay, so basically we can begin. I'm excited. See what it looks like. All right, folks. Well, we're on. Hang on, let me zoom in. There we go. We're on step 3 now. I did the 1500 just because I fucked up with the 800 and I burnt it a bit. So yeah. Trying to do what I best I can, how bad and deep everything was. So, my bad. Don't forget, it's the first time I've ever done this, so I'm gonna fuck up. There's just no way around it. There. So now we're at 3. So center the 3000 grit foam finishing disc, the backing plate. I did that. No, at surface. Sand at speed. Back and forth. Overlapping. Slow and steady. Should have an even haze to it. Okay, well, let's do this then, folks. Let's see what happens. Well, folks, I fucked up pretty bad. I caught one edge, burnt that rubber piece, and it just fucking left smears all over this thing. I spent the last little while hand sanding on it, trying to get it to be better, but I can't. Those just don't want to fucking budge. I could go deeper sanding and get them out probably, but I really don't know how much I want to wreck on this thing. You know what I mean? Or if it's just be better at this point, just to say fuck it, polish it up and get better headlights, which is probably what I might just end up doing. So, because you guys can see, we're just making mess at this point. So, I'll bring you guys back. We're going to polish it, but I'll bring you guys back when I'm done doing as much as I can here to fix my fuck up. Yay, doing things for the first time and never knowing how to do them. Fun. The joys of being a bodyman by trade. Downstairs in my collection of stuff, I've got, mosquitoes. Yeah, I got mosquitoes. I got a collection of wet sandpapers that I can use to do this by hand because the drill is just too much. So I got some 600 we're going to start with. Then we're gonna work. Then we got 8, 1,000, 1,500, and a 2,000, and then we'll see what happens from there. So wish me luck, folks. We'll see if we can bring this back to life after I fucking killed it. Oops. Hey, you live and you learn, right? All right, folks. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's better than it was. It's really hazy right now, but although like the only little fuck part left is right here. I got as much of it as I could out. Now I'm just gonna keep sanding on it with the 80 or the 800 next, and then 1,000, and we'll keep going. So I'll be back with an update soon, I hope. All right, folks, this is our update here after the 1,000 grit. It's looking starting to come back actually. So a couple more. She should be good to go. I think probably that after I get the 2,000 grit, she should be pretty darn close to maybe using this. Right? Maybe. Or I'll go inside and we'll see if I have any 3,000 grit, and I'll just do this whole thing in 3,000 grit. So, and then polish it. So, getting there, folks, getting there. There's a whole lot of fucking around when you use power tools and you fuck up. But she's smooth. Really good feeling. So just gotta keep on keeping on. Well, folks, that's just after hand sanding it with 2,000 grit. Okay, I'm just drying it off now. This isn't any polish. Right? This is the difference between hand doing it and doing it with the machine. I guess the years of experience with my hands. Well, like I've said, I am a bodyman by trade, so painter and custom auto body, all that kind of shit. So I originally did the Tahoe long time ago. I'm gonna get that thing sent out to somebody else because I'm just not set up to do that big of stuff anymore. I could talk to the shop and get it, and bring it into the shop and do it there, where I'm kind of moonlighting at the moment. But for now, we're good. This thing too, I'm gonna send this thing off for paint correction. I'm not gonna do it myself, just that way also I can criticize it. You know what I mean? I can criticize it, but no, it's the first time I've ever done headlights. I'm a paint and body guy. It's the first time I've ever done a headlight. And aside from this fuck up here, which you can't even feel anymore, it's smooth. It's just like this because of the heat that generated. But she's smooth as glass. Like, this headlight is smooth. Like, I won't even need to polish it. But we will. But first, I gotta run in now and feed the kids, because I've been out here a lot longer than I anticipated, because this took a lot longer than I planned. Had I have just done it like this with the hand stuff from the beginning and then used the polishing ball at the end, I think we would have been a lot better. So comment down below. Do you see a difference between doing it by hand and doing it with the earlier with the ball, with the drill? The drill is just too much. Too much, no control. Yeah, you can see like there's still some swirl marks in here. Right, it's hard to get out, but these will do until I can get new ones. So the other side, I'll do the exact same thing I did over here. I'll keep my sandpaper, and I'll just redo it. So see you guys in a bit. See, folks, this is why you wear a face mask, for working on power tools and eating pussy. Anyways, we are ready to give it a polish now. The kids are eating supper. I could probably just leave it as it is right now, but we'll try out this polish stuff. We'll try this out, and we'll go from there. If it works, awesome. If not, I can always, redo what I just did. It's not a big deal. There's some more sandpapers there. Where is that instructions? Let's see what it says for the last step here. Give me a sec to open this. Okay. So now, let me zoom in. There we go. Polishing. So we did all that. Everything is down to, well, she's really good. So now it's just to polish it. Make sure it's hold gel flat when sanding. Oh, nickel size amount. Okay. Back and forth, buffing with a clean microfiber towel. So I'll put on the center of the ball, and we'll see what happens and just start going, I guess. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I'll put a little bit here on the thing and I'll dab it on, and then we'll just start mushing it in. I'll see what happens. We got our microfibers and stuff. I might just run in the house and grab an extra clean one. So we will be back with an update to tell you guys how it turned out. If I did it right, if I failed, if I fucked up. Because you guys see it right now. She's smooth, she's clean, she's clear. This side's a little how you doing. But she's a lot better than the driver's side. So I'll show you guys here. See, that's hand sanding with 3000, like with the wet sanding. 600 to 800 to 1000 to 1500 to 2000. That's how it looks. This one here, as you guys can see, she's foggy, she's fadey up there. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Because like I said, it's already really late here. But tonight we're going to try this here. We're going to polish, see if we'll polish in this one. And we'll be back with an update. Stay tuned. You know, folks, some days I actually do impress myself. Wow, look at that. Compared to how it was. Hey, Mike. I can see myself in it now. Not so much over here, but all around the chrome. So awesome. What do you guys think? Compared to how it was with that big glob of paint and all that fuck up the shit that was going on in it, and then with me burning it. This is the only spot you can still see, but there was a spot here, here. Over here there's still some spots, but the camera's picking it up really good. It looks really good. The only thing that you can notice is right here, which isn't in the center of light, so I'm not really too worried. But the next part, I'll be cleaning all that shit up because it's just everywhere. All the goop from the wet sanding and washing my microfibers, because as you guys can see, where's that sun? Yeah, she's low. Okay, she's going down over there, so there's not going to be much light left of the day, and I won't be able to get to this one until tomorrow for me. So I will see you guys. Oh, look at all this shit all here. I gotta wipe it all off. I'm gonna wash this thing next. That'll be next on the list. We'll take it and we'll wash it again. But yeah, all the schmutz and all that. So look at the difference from that one to that one. Okay, I can't really see myself much. I can, but I'm kind of how you doing? Kind of foggy, right? Over here, kind of clear, kind of good to go. So that looks way better. Fuck yeah, except for that little burn. That pisses me off. I should have done it by hand from the beginning, but now I know not to use the drill for the sanding part. Do that by hand with some wet sandpaper, and then you just use the drill for the polishing. Because you guys, this will all be different tomorrow. I got some bug guts to clean off, but we'll clean this one up too, make it look just like the other side. But it actually it won't take as long, and it'll be probably a lot better. So there, yeah, you can see the difference here now. That one's all nice and clear and looking good. That one's all hazed up, fogged up. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at it through the camera and I'm like, man, it looks fucking awesome. I can't believe I've never done this before, considering I do paint and body work. So weird. Anyways, guys, I'm going to finish cleaning up my mess, and we will see you guys bright and early in the morning. All right, everybody, we are back. Apologize if a guy looks kind of weird. I just had a worst case of the sneezes right before I hit the record button. So anyways, when we last had the camera, it was like yesterday or the day before. It's been busy. We did this light here. You guys can see it still looks absolutely amazing, aside from this little booger here. I got another set of headlights coming for it. Custom set of headlights. You guys don't want to miss that if you guys are into this kind of stuff, because we're gonna get all this fixed, right? All this shit, we're gonna get it all fixed. So now today, or this half of the video, I guess, because I had to end the video early because it was really late by the time I finished that, because you guys saw the problems I had. We're gonna do this side. We'll get you guys a quick before here. Oh, it's all hazy, and let me zoom in. Oh, sorry. There. You guys can see how it's kind of how you doing, right? Kind of yellowing and kind of shitty looking. Totally different. Like, we need back up. That one is clear. That one's hazy. You can see the difference. So that's I'm gonna do this one by hand. I'm not gonna use I got a bee or something. Jesus. We're gonna do this side by hand. Got we're gonna start with 600 grit. We're only gonna use the drill to polish it at the end, like here, so we don't screw up again. And then I'm gonna wash it all down on my own time to get all the shit off, because I gotta head out of town then right away. Oh, sorry, I'm still stuffed up from that sneezing. Anyways, I'm gonna start with the 600 grit. Well, first I'm gonna spray it with Windex, and then we'll hit with some 600 grit, and we will be back to show you guys how it looks. Stay tuned. And I'm not taping it off yet. I'll tape it off when I'm about to polish it. So, because right now I can get away with doing it my way. So I will run in though. I did not bring out my microfiber. So I will run in and grab one. But other than that, we'll see you guys right back after 600 is done. Alright, not much difference after 600. It's a little bit, it's smoother, right? You got this ridge happening where it's, I don't know, it's like they put some clear coat or something on here. So I'm going to wipe this quick with some wax and grease remover and see what and then going to continue on with some 800. So we will be right back, guys. Hopefully we get this thing done and it looks really good. Alright, folks, got a more uniform, still wet, kind of haze to it now. There was like clear overspray all over this thing like fucking crazy. So I had to break out the big guns, and I hit it with the 400 wet sandpaper, then knocked it down with the 6 quick. So to bring us kind of where we are now. Now I just got to go from 8 to 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 and up, and then we'll get her nice and clear like that other side there. So can't wait. Also realized that my sprayer broke, so that's always fun. So I wanted to rinse this thing off after. Now I don't know how I'm going to do that. So, oh well, always something fun to do, eh? Alright, folks, that's after hitting it with the 1,000 grit. It's starting to come back a bit, so hopefully 15 and 2,000 and 3,000 will do the key before we polish it up and make it look like that one. And that one was bad, so if I could make that one look like that, this one should be no problem at all, right? You'd think, anyways. We'll find out. Alright guys, that's 1,500. You can see it's starting to dry. Right. And it'll get foggy. But that's 1,500. And then we'll hit her with 2,000 here right now. Then we'll hit her with that 3,000. And then we'll polish it up, see what happens. So, almost there. But, should look good. I hope so anyways. Alright folks, she's all done with 2,000 to 3,000 and she's ready to polish. So, and as always, whether you're eating pussy or working with power tools, wear a face shield. I've got this stuff in there, the drill, so I'm going to polish this out and we'll be back to show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Hopefully it matches that. It'll be pretty cool. And I fucked up on this one bad, you guys saw. So, well, no, stay tuned. We'll see how it looks at the end. So, this is the first time I've ever done this kind of headlight restoration. And I think that one turned out well after I did my way of doing it. So, we'll see how this one works. And just like that, folks, we are done. All masked off. All polished up. Nice and shiny. So, pretty crazy how it goes from absolutely dull and opaque to crystal clear, hey? It's just the wet sanding. So, this one still looks good. Like, it almost looks like a Cadillac. It's almost got those vibes to it, like almost like a little Escalade vibe. So, I don't know if it's in the light or what. But, anyways, like I said, I have a different set coming that are different. So, while they're the same, so except for this, the chrome here is not chrome, it's blacked out. So they look way more stealthy. But that's it, I guess. Hey, that's my attempt at using the Mother's New Lens headlight renewal kit. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Like I said, this one here I used the drill on and I screwed up bad, so I had to cut and buff it by hand like normal. If you don't know how to do it, I did. Hopefully some of the video helped a bit. It's just wet sanding. Just take your time, go slow, right? Go from, you know, I had to go down to 400 over here because of stuff. I probably could have done that here too with how it was, but it worked. What can I say? I didn't go as hard on this side as I did on this one, but on this one here, as you guys can see, I did the whole, because you can see, let me see, you can zoom in, there's like a little bit of like, you know, pitting on there, but the rest of it's really nice and done. But then you come over here, and it's still a bit yellowed, and there's just a ton of pitting. You see that? And scratches and stuff. I was more concerned about the front to see if I can get that paint out, but I don't know, we did. And honestly, I think it looks good for a couple hours work. And honestly, the best part about this for me was the power ball and the polish that came with it. That's pretty much all I needed. You will get overspray all over the place from the polish. That's why, you know, you gotta wear that the face shield. But it wipes off easy. Like, it was all over here, and I just wiped it off. So I'm gonna wash it here right away as well. But you know, it is what it is. So speaking of, I got something really cool to show you guys. It showed up while I was making the video. It's something else showed up really cool for the Denali. Check this out. Oh, yeah, I think I told you guys already that I had a custom plate coming for it. Right? Well, that showed up. Right now, timestamp. Tell me what you think it says, and then we'll go show you. Okay, I'm going to look at my timer here, and I'm going to wait 10 seconds for you guys to do that. So, and then we'll go do that. Show you guys what it says. So comment down below, what do you think it says? It's a play on words, it really is. So, you ready? I think it's smart. Yeah, if you get it, you get it, right? It's kind of funny, I thought, anyways. I thought it was a smart-ass plate, so. But, next thing I want to do to this thing, actually, is get rid of all these elite badges. This one's starting to peel. So, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. Oops. Oops, no, I'm going to have to take them off. Heat gun and a rubber razor blade, I guess. We'll get that off. So, but for now it can be like it is because I'm not worried. Because this one over here is like this. And we gotta get this one off too. Which I can get under it. Yeah. Yeah, I can get under that and get it off. And then use that orange round thing I used for the Tahoe's pinstripes just to finish it up. I was thinking of also getting taking the badging off as well. So keeping the strip, but keeping all the badging off, kind of blacking it out, making it just unique. Doing, like I said, different headlights. Gonna get the corner lights for it. Gotta fix the bumper, the grill. I might change, or I might black out the red. So, but then again, I might keep the red and just keep that red and then the red GMC at the back. But anyways, folks, there it is. I'm rambling. I gotta go pick the kids up and then come home and wash this thing. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Hope if you learned something cool, give it a like, all that stuff. I just seen some comments about the Tahoe, like when I did the video on what you need, and people were like, well, I didn't mention the fuel pump. If you guys know, you on a 96, 97, 98, anything that had that Vortex 5.7, you don't need to change the fuel pump. Okay? I did because I was having low fuel pressure issues. That's the only reason I did. But it turned out to be something different. I probably could have kept my pump. So, if you're watching this video, you don't need to change your fuel pump to LS swap one of these. From 96 up. Okay? The ones with the TBI 350, yes, you do have to change your pump to probably a pump like what's in this thing. So, but my video is specific for like 96 and up. So, as I've been told by a lot of people, even though it's the same fucking shit. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. It's hot. What's the temperature out here? 90 degrees. So, I'm going to go have a ice cold glass of ice water, wet the back neck down a bit. You know, I got that butt crack waterfall happening as soon as I come in here. So, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Like I always say, you know, don't let a bad day, you know, ruin a good life, right? Life is a gift, so any day that you're above ground is a good day. Even if there's bullshit and you're in jail or some crap, right? You're still, hey, there's always a positive. You got to look for that positive tomorrow or that next day. There's something going to happen eventually, right? So, anyways, with that being said, I'm going to now go pick up my kids. Next video, we might be out of town at a museum. Check it out if you want. Next time, sorry, the heat's starting to get to me now. Holy crap, the humidity in here. Oh, anyways, till next time, take care of yourselves. Love you guys. God bless.